Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining. Uh, so, guys, quickly on the today's big news. It was there in almost the entire 2-3 pages. The two-wheeler owners upgrade to Maruti small car. Now there was a lot of news about
Yes,
this. Yeah, you want to talk? Anyone wants to talk about this because no one has sent me this news. Anyone wants to speak on this? Okay, let me speak. Uh, so as you know, as we were talking about few months back, rather, two-wheelers now with the GST rate cut, people might move from two-wheelers to four-wheelers. Now, literally, it was written in one of the article that you see a lot of helmets in the showroom nowadays. So see how they have written the journalist, how they have written it. That you are seeing lot of helmets on the road nowadays, helmets in the showroom nowadays. So I didn't get it for the first time that what are they talking about. Then I realized, okay, this is what another people are now upgrading. So there was demand for around 25,000 vehicles for the small cars, Alto and Espresso. Okay, now obviously this demand is for people who are upgrading. People will not upgrade from a two-wheeler to directly a Creta or maybe directly to uh, Honda, your Vitara. Alto and Espresso, though, because of the production crunch, uh, they could only deliver 15,000 products. There was a 10,000 units of shortfall. Now this was in articles in Business Standard to show you.
but it was there in the news also.
I was okay. And let's see. Now everything is today about auto. Now it's quite obvious because yesterday there was auto numbers which have come out, and the number seems fairly good because of obviously the GST cut. Now, but still the Maruti was down 3% today. Now it was due to Jeffries have downgraded Maruti. Jeffries has downgraded Maruti because they have said that the stock has gone up 46% in the last 3-4 months, and now there can be a shortfall in so that it can be retraced a bit. But at the same time, Motilal has said that they are expecting the price target to be around 18,000. Now Motilal is saying that exports. Forget about Motilal. We also know that the exports is growing 4 lakh. So they are planning to have a 4 lakh exports in FY26. Currently, it is at 2 lakh. So they are saying that it will double in the next 1 year. So this is a good sign for the entire automobile industry. Even Hyundai Motors have mentioned many things. This car maker split over release of flex fuels, strong hybrids. This both technologies, if combined, may narrows EV's emission edge. You see this? That day also I was talking about Maruti. Someone was asking me in the class, what about Maruti? There's one
Yes,
news.
sir. I was about to ask this news with you.
Hmm.
Yeah, to you.
Yeah,
I, I didn't understand what this combined fuel technology is.
because petrol is expensive, diesel is banned in many cities. CNG, there is a
Mhm.
problem that you have to stay in line. And EVs are impractical till now in India. EV, you cannot be a first car. The charging
Mhm.
infrastructure in India is not developed. I think it will not be developed in the next 10 years as well because it is very difficult.
Mhm.
And because given the population size in India, even to fill a CNG which takes 10 minutes, the line is huge. Imagine what if you are charging a car for 1 hour? What will happen? Because when you go out,
Yes, sir. It's very difficult.
it's very difficult. And go at peak times. I stay in Mumbai, Pune. At peak times, even if you go at petrol pump, there is a line to fill the petrol. Go on weekends ever to a petrol pump. You might see lot of lines just to fill petrol. Now you think that electric vehicles will, and do India have the infrastructure? It is like Mumbai, Bangalore, Hyderabad. They have a lot of traffic problems. These are the major cities where the demand is coming from. I don't think it will increase. So EVs are not the part currently. What is hybrid? Even today, see, I have money, I will not buy an EV. It is not um advisable. It is not, I will say, not advisable or probably not practical for me to run that EV. I have to have a second car for that. Okay, one more part. Yesterday we were talking about the sorry, tourism sector. There is a company called Tourism Finance Corporation of India. There was a great article. Yeah. TFCI, Tourism Finance Corporation of India, hotels, real estate, and MSME solar. So they are driving the growth in hotels. They are saying that the total hotel inventory is expected to grow from 2 lakh units to 3 lakh units. That is their units, okay? The specific units. So they are also expecting a strong growth in hotels and real estate. And quite obvious, we are betting in those theme that real estate and hotels is expected. And real estate, which real estate, guys? Is it the se- lower segment or the premium segment?
The premium segment.
Premium segment.
Yeah, the premium segment. Lower segment is not growing. Okay, there was again news on FMCG. Is Om there? So okay. Raj, you want to start? Okay, start with the news. Start.
Yes, sir. I have two news related to it. I
Mm,
also shared that news with you. So the first news is related to this hotel industry.
mm.
That if you see, sir, in the last 1 or 2 years, there is a significant rise in the concerts and all. So
Concerts.
this has a spark. Yeah, sir, concerts. And this has turned into, sir, if a concert is happening around in a city, so it has turned into a staycation for the new Gen Z travelers. The Clear Trip has recorded over 10% rise in travel demands across Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, and Guwahati. And the average, they have also reported that the average Indian concert traveler are now spending close to 13,000 rupees. Earlier, it was somewhere around 10,500 to 11,000. But now they are increasing, well, they are spending more. And they are now focusing on staycation. So this has given a significant rise in the demands for the hotel in these cities. And the hotels are also cashing in as well. So they are seeing a 15 to 20% increase in the average daily rates as compared with the last year. And many of these hotels are located nearby where the concert are happening. So
Concert. It's called
it gives
concert.
them again
No, it
concert.
is called concert. Not concert. Yeah.
Okay, so concert. Yeah. So and this has also resulted in giving them a full occupancy for 1 or 2 times in a month. Well, like it's the occupancy rate has risen. So my analysis that hotels are going to report a good numbers in Q3 and Q4 on account of rising average daily rates and occupancy rates.
Correct. Good, Alan. Where
And
you
so
got
one
this?
news is
No data points. There are only 15, okay, 15-20% increase. Travelers have average price have increased. Okay, fine. Fair enough.
yeah. So there is also one news, sir, related to, sir, USP firm is in talk to invest $6 billion in Vodafone Idea.
Okay. Okay, that is
Yeah,
ठीक है Alan.
yeah, that is unrelated, but it will not. Well, my news is that this will have a direct impact on the Indus Towers, not on the Vodafone Idea, but may have a direct impact on the Indus Towers. Because, sir, if you see the Indus Towers, majority of the revenues of close to 50 to 60% comes from Vodafone Idea. So, and therefore,
Great.
they have, yeah. So, if experts have said that if this deal goes through, so the Vodafone contributes to nearly 24,000 crores of fresh capital in in this tower. So, they will likely to reduce, sorry, they will likely to reduce their receivable to 10,000, and their receivable days will cut from currently 120 days to 75 or 80 days. And this will have an improvement in the free cash flow of somewhere around 1,500 to 2,000 crores.
Oh, great. Indirect impact.
Yes, sir. Yeah, because Vodafone Idea contributes to nearly, sir, 50 to 60% of the revenue of the this Indus
This
Towers.
tower, is it? ऐसा मुझे लगा शायद से it is from Airtel.
No, sir. Majority from Airtel and Vodafone jointly contributes to 70%. But sir, if you see on a
Yeah.
Vodafone Idea basis, so it contributes to nearly, I'm not able to get the exact number, but somewhere around, sir, 40 to 50% for Vodafone Idea.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Fair enough. Good one. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Shubham, can you tell your news about the Swiggy Zomato? कहाँ पे मिला तुमको ये news सुबह?
सर ये मिंट में मिला.
अच्छा. Okay. Go ahead.
सो सर स्विगी जोमेटो का ही न्यूज़ बोलूँ क्योंकि
हाँ.
एक्चुअली मैंने ना गोदरेज का भी ये किया हुआ है. लाइक उसका जो रिपोर्ट आया था फ्राइडे को, रिजल्ट आया था, और आज स्टॉक 4.19% अब भी है। तो मैं उसका मतलब तीनों का एक साथ बताऊं क्या?
देखिए,
स्विगी का भी है, कोलगेट का भी है, गोदरेज का भी है।
गोदरेज का भी है, हाँ। तो इसका पता ना, गोदरेज का।
हाँ, तो इन Godrej has reported 4.3% year-on-year revenue growth to 38.3 billion, mainly driven by India and Africa. India, about 63% of sale, grew 4%, led by volume uptick. Personal care took a hit due to GST transaction disruption. Africa, United States, and Middle East jumped 25%, while Indonesia fell 7% year on year, and Latin America dropped 16% because of Argentina's macro issue of inflation, which has explained in INDS AS 29 note below the profit and loss statement. In the
ये
sixth serial number of the note, they have explained the hyperinflation adjustment. On margins, cost of goods sold have shot up to 48% of sales, up 3,480 basis point year on year, mainly because of high traded goods and inflation. The dragged gross margin and EBITDA margin down 19.2%. Profit after tax fell 6.5% year on year to 4.6 billion with 12% PAT margin. Regionally, India's margin dropped 500 basis point. Indonesia was a steady flat, and Latin America actually improved due to the restructuring. On a positive note, Godrej made a small strategic move, acquired a Mustache brand in men's grooming for 2.9 million upfront, targeting 2 to 3 billion revenue by FY 2030. And they
अच्छा।
are saying that mostly it's in offline sales. So that's a signal they are expanding in newer personal care niche.
ओके, क्या ब्रांड है? इट इज अ मेन ग्रूमिंग, क्या होता है इसमें?
नहीं, एक्चुअली लाइक इसका वो लोग ने ज्यादा मतलब क्या उसमें मैन ग्रूमिंग में मतलब ये डर्मर रोलर एंड बियर्ड के लिए वो ऑयल है, वो सब है। और उसका
ओके,
मोस्टली जो सेल्स है वो ऑफलाइन है, वो लोग ने उसमें हाईलाइट भी किया कि ऑफलाइन सेल्स है उसका।
ओके, ओके।
फेस वॉश है सर, फेस वॉश, ओनली फेस
फेस
वॉश।
वॉश, अच्छा, ओके।
बियर्डो भी
ऑनलाइन
है शायद
गाइडेंस।
से उसका, उसके इस पे देखा बियर्डो भी है उसका।
बियर्डो इज ऑफ
कॉम्पिटिटर है
मैरिको।
उसका, मैरिको का।
बियर्डो इज ऑफ मैरिको। बियर्डो मैरिको का।
ओके, तो कंफ्यूज हो गया क्योंकि फ्राइडे को मैंने देखा था, उसके बाद वापस से कंपनी का मैंने देखा नहीं प्रोडक्ट, क्योंकि वो प्रोडक्ट के बारे में ज्यादा वो लोग ने इसमें बताया नहीं है, वो फिर मैंने वेबसाइट पे ही देखा था। तो मारिको का भी मैं कर रहा था, तो शायद कंफ्यूज हो गया रहेगा। तो अभी कोलगेट का बताओ सर, कोलगेट का भी न्यूज है, कोलगेट और जो भी टूथपेस्ट है कोलगेट के साथ उनका भी न्यूज है, और स्विगी का लास्ट में ले लेता हूँ फिर।
ठीक है, हाँ, ठीक है।
Okay. So moving to Colgate, revenue declined 6.3% year on year in quarter two. This is the third straight fall, mainly because of GST cut from 18% to 5%. Market share of Colgate has dropped to 42.6% from 46.1% 2 years back. Dabur, Patanjali, and HUL are gaining the market share. Despite holding leadership, Colgate struggling with urban slowdown and weaker premium transaction. Analysts cut FY 26 sales and EPS estimated by 2% and 3.5% respectively. Recovery is expected from Q3 as supply stabilizes. Plus, also they are relaunching strong teeth for rural and pushing premium in urban markets. Lastly, coming to Swiggy and Zomato, the dine out economy is reviving, but they are taking opposite paths. Swiggy dine out arm actually turned profitable to 11.18 billion, up 52% year on year, with 0.5% addition, 0.5% rise in EBITDA margin and 600 million rupees profit.
नहीं नहीं,
जो
एक्सेल एक्सेल एक्सेल, शिवम, you every time you don't have to talk about numbers.
ओके सर।
You have to talk about a story. Now this is a news ना, वो तुमने रिजल्ट बोला, वो ठीक है, that was numbers are fine. Now this is the story. And the story, you should not be bombarded with lot of numbers. Which numbers are important? Now what is your heading? See, when you started Colgate ना, you you stopped Colgate, मुझे समझा नहीं Colgate से तुम स्विगी पे कब चले गए। मैं सुन रहा था कोलगेट में क्या हुआ, यू डिडंट एंडेड इट प्रॉपरली। तो ठीक है, वैसे भी कोलगेट में ज्यादा कुछ था नहीं। ऑन दैट स्विगी एंड जोमेटो पार्ट, नो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन स्विगी में। इतना तुमने बड़ा लिखा ना, इतनी जरूरत नहीं है। 4 पॉइंट बताओ, बस हो गया। मैंने पढ़ा तुम्हारा, बदी तुमने पूरा न्यूज लिखा है, ऐसा हो गया।
लाइक सर इसमें डेटा पॉइंट ज्यादा था तो फिर मेरा वो थोड़ा
हाँ
एक्सटेंड
तो
हो गया।
ठीक है बट एकदम कम करो ना कि क्या, तो क्या बोलना है तुमको स्पेसिफिकली अभी ना। स्विगी एंड डाइन आउट, पॉप आउट, डाइवर्जेंस, मिड रिवाइवल, अभी इसमें क्या समझेगा मुझे हेडिंग में।
लाइक एक्चुअली कि स्विगी का जो डाइन आउट पाथ है, मतलब जोमेटो है वो अलग फोकस कर रहा है और स्विगी
हम्म,
है वो अलग फोकस कर रहा है। वो मतलब क्योंकि डेटा पॉइंट है वो पैराग्राफ में था तो मुझे लगा कि
हाँ
अभी इसमें क्या लिखूं मतलब डेटा
नहीं
पॉइंट।
तो हेडिंग में ना स्विगी, स्विगी इज फोकसिंग ऑन प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी वेर एज जोमेटो इज फोकसिंग ऑन स्केलेबिलिटी, ये हेडिंग हो सकता है।
ओके सर, ओके सर।
Okay. या फिर स्विगी, ये हेडिंग हो सकता है, स्विगी इज डाइन आउट आर्म्स टर्न्स प्रॉफिटेबल, ये भी तो हेडिंग हो सकता है, मेजरली यही था ना, तुम बता क्या रहे हो। वेर एज जोमेटोज,
नहीं, मैं एक्चुअली ऐसे प्रेजेंट करना चाहता था क्योंकि हम लोग का सैटरडे जो हम लोग का बात हो रहा था मीटिंग में कि स्विगी और जोमेटो के बीच में हम लोग चूज कर रहे
डिस्कस
थे।
कर रहे थे,
तो
करेक्ट।
इसमें वही मैंने इसको दोनों को कंपेयर करना था मुझे, तो मुझे फिर ये मैंने लिखा करके।
करेक्ट करेक्ट, नहीं वो बराबर है बट तुमने बहुत लिखा है ज्यादा, तो क्योंकि जब तुम स्टार्ट कर रहे हो तो ना, अभी ये चीज हमने अभी रिसेंटली डिस्कस करे थे लास्ट एक दो दिन पहले,
हाँ
तो इतना इतना फ्रेश है ये चीज, तो मैंने पढ़ के मैं भी हुआ कि मैंने पूछा ना तुमने पढ़ा कहाँ पे, ये मेरा मिस हो गया। ये जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ वही हो रहा है ना, स्विगी इज मूविंग टुवर्ड्स प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी नाउ, एक थोड़ा भी
यस यस।
प्रॉफिटेबल होगा। बिना डाइन आउट में क्या हो रहा है, प्रोबेबली आई एम आल्सो यूजिंग स्विगी, मेरा फ्रेंड भी मैंने देखा है स्विगी, और उधर लिखा भी था कि व्हाई इट इज इंक्रीजिंग बिकॉज ऑफ द कमर्शियल, सॉरी बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रमोशनल एक्टिविटीज।
यस
एंड
यस एग्जैक्टली।
एंड जोमेटो क्या कर रहा है, जोमेटो इज स्पेंडिंग मच ऑन, इज स्पेंडिंग हेवियर ऑन द बिजनेस, वेर एज स्विगी के डाइन आउट क्यों बढ़ रहे हैं, बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रमोशनल एक्टिविटीज, उसका वो क्रेडिट कार्ड भी है उसमें, स्विगी का एचडीएफसी का कार्ड है, उसकी वजह से डाइन आउट ज्यादा चल रहा है। एंड डाइन आउट
यस
में,
सर यस।
so guys, मैं इसको ना रिफ्रेम करता हूँ तुम्हारे न्यूज़ को। Now what is Shubham is saying that we are having a conversation in our weekend classes about Swiggy and Zomato. I had specifically mentioned that Zomato is quite highly valued compared to Swiggy on the sales part, because we value based on sales, because both are almost loss-making companies. Now what has happened that Swiggy has turned profitable in the dine-out business, dine-out, not the food delivery, but Zomato is making losses in that. So the news article is about Swiggy focusing on profitability and Zomato focusing on scale. Now why so now अभी तुम्हारा डेटा कौन जाता है, तो सुबह ऐसा बोलने के बाद अभी तुम्हारा न्यूज़ बोलो कि क्या हुआ। स्विगी का gross merchandise value has increased up to 52%, whereas EBITDA is now stands at 600 million. Okay, while Zomato's district vertical grew 32% with a loss of 630 million. हो गया ना, इतना ही बोलना था तुमको, 4 पॉइंट आ गए। क्या हुआ, स्विगी grew by 52% with a profit of 600 million, EBITDA profit of 600 million, whereas Zomato grew 32% with a loss of 650 million.
ओके सर ओके।
And fifth, Swiggy's dine out revenue stood at around 800 million versus Zomato's 1.9 billion. So it is way much lower than Zomato still. Zomato is reflecting, uh, okay, sorry. फिर क्या है, Zomato uses November discounts with a clear view of platform economics, both derive 10 to 15% of the business. ये सब लिखने की बात नहीं है। फिर analysts attribute recovery to the
तो
office.
वो मैंने इसके लिए लिखा है कि अपकमिंग रिजल्ट्स पे फोकस रहेगा। हमें अभी पता है कि नवंबर में इसका एक्शन ऐसा है, तो लाइक अपकमिंग क्वार्टर में रिजल्ट्स आएगा तो आ सकता है बेटर, तो इसके लिए वो नवंबर का मैंने ऐड कर दिया।
ठीक है, फिर ये सब क्यों हो रहा है, why is this happening is because of all these things are happening because of recovery to the office opening, premiumization, loyalty programs, uh, aided modestly by GST rationalizations, which also improves the restaurant margin by 1 to 2%. So क्या हो रहा है, QSRs के मार्जिन भी बढ़ रहे हैं, इसके वजह से स्विगी का भी सेल्स बढ़ रहा है, they also can take a higher profit from the restaurants, and restaurants people are okay to pay to the Swiggy. अभी क्या हो रहा है, let's say example, जीएसटी की वजह से जोमैटो होटल्स वेर अर्निंग लोअर मार्जिन, क्योंकि स्विगी को ज्यादा जाने का, नाउ दे आर ओके बिकॉज क्या हो गया, सेल होटल का सेल्स भी बढ़ गया। तो डाइन आउट इज व्हाट स्पेसिफिकली सबको पता है, व्हाट इज डाइन आउट, इज इट फूड ऑर्डरिंग बिजनेस और इज इट पेइंग इन वाइल डाइनिंग, व्हाट इज इट शुभम,
सर
डाइन आउट,
मतलब डाइन आउट मीन्स जो ऑर्डर करते हैं वो, डाइन इन मीन्स हम लोग वहां जाके
दैट
बैठ
डाइन आउट, बैठ
हाँ
के करते हैं, करेक्ट. सो कैन आई से बिकॉज ऑफ द जीएसटी कट पीपल आर मूविंग टुवर्ड्स रेस्टोरेंट्स, बिकॉज रेस्टोरेंट्स के प्राइसेस भी कम हो गए जीएसटी कट की वजह
यस
से. तो वही लिखा
यस
है, people are moving towards restaurant, and restaurant margins have also increased by 1 to 2%. So they are giving more offers than Swiggy. Straight question. जो लोग ने लिखा नहीं, बट तुम्हारा एनालिसिस यही होना चाहिए.
यस सर ओके
Okay.
ओके सर
So guys, the same news, which we were talking about in the weekend, that I am liking Swiggy, and आज ही news में आया है. See, stock is down 1%. It is okay. ये ऊपर नीचे stocks होते ही रहते हैं. But what I feel is that the scale of Swiggy is high, क्योंकि Zomato भी उतना ही रेवेन्यू कर रहा है जितना स्विगी कर रहा है. ठीक है, मतलब 5,000 crores कम है, दैट्स अ बिग अमाउंट. 5,000 crores कम है, बट आई डोंट थिंक दैट Zomato should get that much of valuation. Swiggy has also turned positive. कीप एन आई ऑन द स्टॉक. आज का प्राइस प्राइस नहीं लिखा तुमने शुभम? इसके लिए ना प्राइस लिखा लिखा करो तुम्हारे इसमें, मेरे आर्टिकल में.
सर एक्चुअली मार्केट स्टार्ट हो गया था तो फिर
तो
मुझे
कल
लगा मैं अभी आज
तो
का
कल का
लिखता हूँ.
प्राइस है, तो कल का प्राइस लिखता है, लेटेस्ट
ओके
प्राइस.
सर
वही तो सिर्फ अब ये दिस इज ओनली फॉर एनालिसिस, कि तुम जब 4-5 महीने बाद देखोगे ये स्टॉक को, तो पता होना चाहिए क्या हुआ है स्टॉक में. सच में यहाँ से बढ़ा है या सच में यहाँ से गिरा है.
क्योंकि गिर रहा था तो मुझे लगा ये न्यूज़ पॉजिटिव है और मैं
नहीं नहीं,
बताऊंगा कि ये गिरा है तो फिर लाइक ये हो जाएगा ना.
ठीक है.
तो मतलब
सी, वी हैव टू थिंक फ्रॉम अ लॉन्ग टर्म पर्सपेक्टिव. छोटे पर्सपेक्टिव से बातें नहीं करना कि आज क्या हुआ, कल क्या हुआ, 1 महीने बाद क्या होगा, 2 साल बाद या 5 साल बाद. फोरकास्टिंग करते हैं ना, तो कितना है, एक दिन का करते
हाँ
हैं फोरकास्टिंग.
नहीं
मॉडल में क्या करते हैं, तो तब बराबर, तब 5 साल बराबर चलता है. अभी सर, अभी स्टॉक गिरा तो से बैड न्यूज ऐसा हो गया क्या? और मारुति भी डाउन है, मारुति भी थी, कुछ हुआ नहीं है मारुति में, सब सेल्स अच्छे आए. ऑलवेज इट्स अ लॉन्ग टर्म
गोदरेज
व्यू.
क्यों अप है वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्योंकि गोदरेज का तो रिजल्ट इतना अच्छा नहीं है उसका तो भी गोदरेज आज 4% से ज्यादा अप है.
अच्छा दिया ना रिजल्ट तो.
नहीं मतलब
मतलब
अच्छा कैसे क्योंकि उसका जो मतलब वो बाकी के कंपेयर में बाकी जो स्टॉक्स थे उसके कंपेयर में तो वो उतना अच्छा नहीं है लाइक एक्चुअल का था लेकिन एक्चुअल इतना नहीं बढ़ा था.
ओम, ओम यू टॉक अबाउट योर न्यूज. ओम, ओम महाजन, you want to speak? He has written some news that analysts are saying that FMCG sector is expected to grow, and the tailwinds are helping it. FMCG eyes a strong H2 after a weak Q2. Revenue is up only 1.7%. Now it is expected the entire FMCG segment revival because of better demand condition, price stabilization. Dabur reported a massive 95% of its portfolio market share gain. So what has happened is that FMCG companies have started gaining market share. Godrej का भी जो है, has written ना, male grooming जो portfolio है, that is Mustang, which is caught for around 4.5 billion. So things are changing in FMCG. ज्यादा बड़ा न्यूज नहीं था, इट वाज जस्ट एन आर्टिकल, बट एफएमसीजी में देयर इज change which is happening in the FMCG sector, and that is why entire FMCG is up today. So ये इंडस्ट्री वाइड न्यूज आया, इट इज नॉट अ कंपनी न्यूज, इट इज इंडस्ट्री वाइड न्यूज.
तो लेकिन गोदरेज का जो ई कॉमर्स है वो भी उसका परसेंटेज बहुत कम है सिंगल डिजिट में ही है लाइक 5 6 7
सी,
कम है
अब भी
सबसे
है,
कम.
अब भी है, बट आगे ग्रो नहीं हो सकता क्या?
हाँ वो लोग ने टारगेट दिया है 10 का बट अभी जैसे
हम्म.
टाटा कंज्यूमर है एचयूएल है एचयूएल का ऑलरेडी 8 है टाटा कंज्यूमर का तो सबसे ज्यादा 15 या उतना ज्यादा है. तो वो लोग का तो उनका जैसे टाटा कंज्यूमर का तो आज रिजल्ट भी है फिर भी लाइक फ्लैट है वो तो
नहीं
भी.
सुबह, अगेन, आज क्या हो रहा है इसका कुछ लेना देना है नहीं. फ्यूचर में क्या होगा उसका, आज कंपनी ने लॉस भी सिक्योर किया तो भी स्टॉक 10% अपर सर्किट पर लग सकता है, बिकॉज ऑफ द फ्यूचर एस्टिमेशन. तो आज का कुछ रिलेशन है नहीं स्टॉक प्राइस से. तुम जो बोल रहे हो, इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ योर स्मॉल लेस नॉलेज. तुम्हारे पास आधा ही नॉलेज है. हाफ द नॉलेज इज वेरी बैड, कि सर ऐसा हो गया तो स्टॉक ऊपर है. एक दिन का कभी एनालिसिस नहीं होता है. इट इज ऑलवेज ऑफ द फ्यूचर. 1 साल बाद क्या होने वाला है अभी बताओ तो बताओ मुझे. वो मत बताओ सर रिजल्ट अच्छा है, रिजल्ट खराब आया. तुमको कुछ पता नहीं, तुम्हारे पास एस्टिमेशन थे कितना
नहीं
आने
सर
वाला था, तो फिर तुम कैसे बोल सकते हो रिजल्ट खराब आया अच्छा आया? यू कैनॉट से दैट रिजल्ट अच्छा था खराब था. रिजल्ट ये आया है, बस इतना ही तुम्हारा एनालिसिस है. एनालिसिस तुम्हारा फोकसिंग पे होना चाहिए कि आगे क्या होगा. ये तो ऐसा रिजल्ट आया, इसका क्या मतलब होता है रिजल्ट का. तो कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल पे वही सुनना होता है कि आगे क्या होने वाला है. वो जो भी जो रिजल्ट आया उसका तो कब से प्राइस कब से हो गया उसका इम्पैक्ट. जिस दिन आया होगा उस दिन। There's nothing to do. फ्यूचर एस्टिमेशन डाबर ने कुछ बोला था, गोदरेज ने कुछ बोला होगा कॉन्फ्रेंस कॉल पे कि वो ऐसा ग्रोथ होगा वैसा ग्रोथ होगा, या कुछ इंडस्ट्री में वाइड ऐसा चेंजेस आया है, तो उसके वजह से वो स्टॉक ऊपर होगा 4%, या किसी ने अपग्रेड किया होगा उस स्टॉक को, तो आएगा शाम को न्यूज की क्यों हुआ है वो।
No, sir, they are entering into a sir toilet cleaner business.
ओके,
At
अच्छा
the
डिटर्जेंट
3,000
वाला।
crore market. No, sir, detergent no, toilet cleaners for
टॉयलेट क्लीनर,
brand
अच्छा।
में with the Godrej spike वो 60 रुपीज टू 80 रुपीज के रेंज में 500 ml के अंदर लॉन्च कर रहे हैं। साउथर्न
अच्छा,
स्टेट्स में फर्स्ट रहेगा लॉन्च।
ओके ओके।
और दे आर क्लियर मींस डिमांडिंग वो मींस नॉट ओनली क्लीनिंग स्टेन्स बट आल्सो वो डार्क्स वगैरह वो सब रिमूव कर देते हैं ऐसा।
ओह ग्रेट, ये बहुत बड़ा
एंड
मार्केट है स्टेन्स का।
3,000 करोड़ सर।
अच्छा ओके, 3000
एंड
करोड़
एंड सर वो मुस्टैग में मेनली इन्होंने एक्वायर किया मींस कॉनकॉल में दे आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट बिकॉज दे आर 95% रेवेन्यू फ्रॉम अ वन एसकेयू दैट इज एंटी एक्निंग फॉर स्किन मेंस ग्रूमिंग सेगमेंट एंड मेन ग्रूमिंग सेगमेंट इज इंडिया अप्रोक्सीमेटली 10 बिलियन रुपीस मींस 1,000 करोड़।
ओके।
So they are mostly revenue from come from online means they are and while Concall asking analyst questions, so why you acquire this brand? So they are asking the promoters are influencer lead brand, so it will easy for distribution and expanding. Then they will leverage their offline distributions with online.
ओके,
बट दे आर सेइंग दैट मोस्टली बिजनेस इज फ्रॉम ऑफलाइन, लाइक उन्होंने तो ऑफलाइन की बात, ऑनलाइन तो उनका जो जो पीपीटी है उसमें भी ऑफलाइन बता रहे हैं कि लाइक ऑफलाइन बिजनेस के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, ऑनलाइन के बारे में कम किया है जो ये
ठीक है
कंपनी
ना,
एक्वायर
No,
कर।
तो ठीक है ना,
नहीं
ऑनलाइन के बारे
ऑनलाइन
में
से
काम किया।
आता है कि वो उनका मेनली ये टारगेट ही यही था गोदरेज का। ये जो इन्फ्लुएंसर लीड बिजनेस है ना मुस्टैंग का, तो इनका कहने का है कि हम ये टारगेट करेंगे और इससे हम ऑफलाइन में लेवरेज कर देंगे ऐसा। मेनली ई कॉमर्स बिजनेस जनरेट हो रहा है।
ठीक है, ई कॉमर्स हैज नथिंग टू डू, शुभम इतना कुछ नहीं कि ई कॉमर्स से नहीं आ रहा है मतलब खराब है। गोदरेज का होल्ड वैसे भी रूरल में ही है ना, रूरल में किधर ई कॉमर्स चलता
हाँ,
है।
क्योंकि नहीं अभी जैसे क्रेडिट कार्ड एंड उसका यूजेज बढ़ रहा है, तो कंपनी विच इज हैविंग अ बिग लाइक जिसका ई कॉमर्स में ज्यादा परसेंटेज है तो उसको एज मिलेगा ना, बिकॉज पीपल आर
बट
बाइंग ऑनलाइन एंड ऑफर्स है वहां पे।
गोदरेज का मेजोरिटी बिजनेसेस इधर से ही आता है, वो तुम्हारे रूरल से ही आता है इंडिया में। अब इसमें क्या चलता है, तुम्हारे एयर फ्रेशनर्स चलते हैं, एयर फ्रेशनर्स इंसेक्टिसाइड्स वही चलते हैं यहाँ पे।
हाँ,
विद एक्सपांडिंग ना, एक्सपांड करे तो रेवेन्यू एक्सपांड होगा, प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी एक्सपांड होगा, तो उसके वजह से स्टॉक ऊपर हो सकता है। कहीं 3,000 करोड़, 1,000 करोड़ का, 4,000 करोड़ का मार्केट साइज बढ़ गया उसका, तो कितना रेवेन्यू गोदरेज का कितना है।
से गोदरेज का रेवेन्यू 38.3 बिलियन रुपीज है अभी।
38.3,
3 बिलियन,
मतलब कितना करोड़ हो गया फिर।
मतलब 38,000 करोड़।
8,000 करोड़, हाँ, तो उसमें और 4,000 करोड़ का वो एडिशन, ठीक है, और भी चीजें है। 10% ग्रोथ तो ऐसे ही हो गया ना, 10% मार्केट साइज तो इधर से मिल गया उनको।
हाँ,
मतलब वो देखते हैं कितना होगा उसमें, तो ऑब्वियसली इट विल, तो 4,000 करोड़ का मार्केट खुल गया ना उनके सामने,
हाँ,
10% मार्केट इज ओपन फॉर देम, तो ये भी ग्रोथ हो रहा है ना यहाँ पे भी।
And sir, they have also entered the toilet cleaning segment now.
हाँ, टॉयलेट
They
क्लीनिंग,
have
हाँ वही
launched a brand. Hmm.
वही दैट वाज
Organically,
सेइंग 3,000 करोड़, या दैट
दो
इज
दो launches के।
yes. Okay. Anyone on the Varun beverages? Bobby?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, about Varun Beverages. So, Varun Beverages is eyeing a 37.2 billion global ready-to-drink alcohol market opportunity. So, basically, it's trying to expand its partnership with PepsiCo, which is having almost around 3 decades of partnership through partnership with Carlsberg AB in select markets in America and Labatt Breweries in AB InBews for Canada and Diageo for the UK market. Also, the demand for ready to drink in India is projected to expand at a CAGR of 6% between 2025 and 2035. Uh, in metropolitan cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, uh, with the consumers being urban millennials and Gen Z. and this move is due to the decline. This move is due to the decline in steady sales, uh, and also the rising competition with Reliance Consumer, which had gained double-digit market share, and also Tata Consumers ready-to-drink volumes growing 19% year on year, and also the decline in sales is due to the unseasonal monsoon. So yeah, this is my news.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Prinjal, anything to add on? Or you can also start again.
I don't have news about Varun beverages, but I have a news about real estate market.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Anurag. Sorry. Anurag. Sorry. You can go ahead. Anurag. Anurag, you there? Okay. Uh, sir. Okay, Rinjal. Yeah. Okay, you go ahead. Rinjal. Rinjal, where is your news? आपने news नहीं भेजा?
सॉरी सर.
News नहीं भेजा तुमने?
हाँ सर, भेजा नहीं है, भेजना था, लेट बनाया है इसके लिए.
बोलो.
Okay, sir, I want to talk about Lamborghini entering into luxury real estate market. As we have always we are already seeing the luxury demand by the ITC project in Chennai. Also Lamborghini is planning to build their luxury branded in Mumbai and Chennai. They right now have 611 projects, which is 9.5% growth from 2011, and they are also thinking of growing it to 1,000 properties by 2030. And why is this important? As India is already ranked sixth globally for the luxury market demand, and it will help listed developers properties like DLF and Godrej properties, which are already into this market, and they are also expanding into the luxury segment. So this can they can also sell their homes by 25 to 30% premium in the market. So this is an upcoming boom which we can see for the next 2 to 3 quarters in the luxury market, sir.
Okay. So any area specific दिया मैंने news पढ़ा नहीं वो area specific
Sorry sir.
area specific have they mentioned any area
मुंबई
specific?
और चेन्नई बोला है सर स्पेसिफिकली, बट नॉट लाइक प्रॉपर ये.
Okay. Okay. So ये business standard पे
ये सर बिजनेस स्टैंडर्ड.
So guys, everything हर बार ये न्यूज में आ रहा है and this is on high time that you should खुद भी ना एक स्टॉक लेके देखना. ये सब इंडस्ट्री में ना एक स्टॉक. I used to do this when I was an intern. I used to take one stock of all the companies and and keep it with me. कि जब तो वही मारुति I was analyzing since 2014. एक स्टॉक था मेरे पास आज भी है. तो 2014 से I am tracking that. तुम भी ना एक स्टॉक काम करो and it helps in the future analysis. Okay.
और सर ओबेरॉय रियलिटी दिवाली से अभी तक मतलब एक 20 डेज में 10% ग्रो हुई है. 10 to
Okay.
12%.
ओबराय के लॉन्चेस नहीं है ना अभी ऐसा कुछ था उस दिन लास्ट में.
हाँ
ओबराय
सर,
डोंट हैव एनी लॉन्चेस.
लॉन्चेस थे सर.
A branded residence is typically a mixed use of combining residential units with hotels. Now this I will say guys, this has come to a this has come to a new segment that with real estate there is also an hotel which is there. Now you see that 361, that Oberoi Hotel 360 degree, that is the place where all celebrities are staying. Hardik Pandya, Virat Kohli, Ranveer Singh and Deepika Padukone, they have a flats in that. So they have a hotel which is in their premises, a five-star hotel. This is the same thing that they are talking about. So a branded residence is typically mixed with the use of project combining a residential unit with hotel. The entire development, I don't know why. I will tell you why is this. What I've realized staying in Mumbai, let's say if guest comes at your place, okay. So no, they don't accommodate them at home. They accommodate them in an hotel. You know why? Because if they accommodate at home, you have to take care of them. Correct? The guest, then who will take care of them? They stay in the hotel. Ideally, this is what is happening. If a guest comes, let's say if a meeting is there, let's say there's a big CEO, CFOs are staying in an apartment, and they need to have a meeting. So they obviously they will not call them at home. They go to the hotel, and so this is what is happening in Mumbai specifically. I'm saying, even in Pune. I went to see a property and they are like, sir, यहाँ पे 5 star hotel, there is a 5 star hotel been open over here. I said, "Arey, why is there a 5 star hotel in the premises of a building?" Said, no, because of this kind of demand. And only obviously when you have that luxury apartment, they don't stay in a normal hotel. So ये भी हो रहा है. And this is written over here. I was not expecting कि ये लिखा होगा, but it is written. Luxury brands already present. The space includes Four Seasons, the Ritz-Carlton. This I was talking about. The Marriott. I'm not sure where is this, where I say homes and all. But this is what is happening in India currently.
So
So
also, and Chennai market is quite new because we haven't seen luxury demand over here because there was never a demand for that city. But right now, everyone is going there. And
going
also, we had seen that ITC was also planning there for their investment of the project, which was in
correct,
for
correct. That there was a
so
news about the Chennai market. Yes,
yes, sir. But compared to the same properties which are in Mumbai, etc., that is majorly almost 20 to 30 crores. And what ITC is selling there, it is 8 to 10 crores. So is it a perspective of cost thing? Question. It is, I was just wondering that.
this is 8 to 15. This is the luxury price when 8 to 15 crores. Even ITC said the same thing. It was 8 to 25 crores, I think.
It was in Chennai, sir. Agreed. Chennai is having the this price range. But in
Hmm.
Mumbai, if we see in Mumbai cities or etc., it is the price is 15 to 30 crores, sir.
Yeah, correct. 15 crore is there in Borivali, in a area which is far away from the north of Mumbai.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So why Chennai is coming into position right now? That is my question. Because just of cost cutting, or there might be some another reasons.
No, people might be having a lot of money. Demand might be increasing. Why only there are hotels in Mumbai? See, previously they were not. Now they have started. Even in tier two, tier three cities, the luxury hotels are coming up because demand is. Chennai also is a metro city.
Yes, sir.
Might be increasing. Demand might be increasing over there. They might be seeing a huge demand.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Um, yeah, Satiran, news from your end.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
This news is regarding India's export to USA has been dropped from May to September. The sectors in which the drop has been seen are pharmaceuticals, metals, auto, solar panels, and labor-intensive sectors includes textiles, chemicals, and agri-foods.
Okay.
Um, when we break up the sectors, pharmaceutical products dipped by about 15.7%. Sir, should I mention the exact value?
You can. One value is fine. Increase from to 745 million. So you have written 745.6. You don't say that. 745
Yeah,
million. Okay.
yeah. It was dipped to 628.3 million, sir. And for industry metals and auto parts, the dip was modest, which is about 16.7%.
Sadiran, you know
Yes,
what
sir.
is happening when you are speaking. It is quite, I will say, not clearly listenable. What you do is only talk about 4 points as of now. Just talk about four. What is happening now when you are speaking? You think that you have to speak so many things. That is why you are nervous. Just only speak four
Yes,
things.
sir.
That's fine. Okay, as of now.
Yes,
What
sir.
do you want to talk? India exports. What happened to India exports?
India exports to the US was is dropped, sir, from May to September.
So how will
The sector, yeah,
so how will you say, sir, India exports dropped 38% to 8.8 billion from May to September? Okay, that's it.
yes, sir.
Stop. Full stop. Okay. What led to the drop?
The drop was mainly due to US tariffs on India by Trump.
It was being basically because of the tariffs on US. So which sectors was impacted? So in that,
The sectors impacted was pharmaceuticals, metals, auto, solar panels, and labor-intensive sectors
and labor-intensive sectors like
textiles, gems and jewelries, chemicals, agri-foods, and machineries.
okay, fine, that's it. Then now what happens? Now everyone is understanding what are you talking about. See how you stop and talk. If you
Yes, sir.
keep on talking, now what happens? People will not understand what are you trying to say.
Yes, sir, understood.
Even I have the news, that is why I'm able to tell you. But if I was not having the news, I would have not come to know that what are you talking about. That was so simple. Sir, exports dropped 38% from 1 May to
8.8
from
billion.
to 8.8 billion from May to September. Okay. What
Yes, sir.
led to the drop? So it has declined because of the US tariffs. So in that which sectors? So sectors like the major impacted sector was pharmaceutical, metal, auto, solar panels. Okay. And then
Yes.
labor intensive sectors like textile, gems and jewelries, chemicals, agri-foods, all that sector have led to a. Now specifically you talk about pharmaceutical products. What happened? Pharmaceutical products dipped
15.7%.
15.7% to 745 million. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. Industrial metal and auto parts face uniform tariffs and saw modest 16 point. Achha, so how you talk about. Now you have said
Yes, sir.
that pharmaceutical declined 15.7%, industrial and auto declined 16.7%, labor intensive declined 33%. Okay, like gems and jewelries. And exports of solar panels dropped massive by 60%. So this all things you can have, told it in the first paragraph. Sir, when you mentioned the export dropped 68%, the major exports. So which was the major drop? Labor intensive sectors led to a huge drop of 33% in the exports. Okay. Then second was industrial and auto saw 16%, 16.7% drop.
Actually, the
And
solar panel was dropped.
solar panel dropped 60%. Then it is your labor intensive sector which dropped 33%, industrial metal which dropped 16.7%, and pharmaceutical product which dropped 15.7%. So this you can write it in a one way as a descending order.
Yes, sir.
That when you say that exports have declined, so when you talk about, you should talk in like that only. That exports declines 38% drop was majorly contributed because of solar panels, which saw a major drop of 60%. You can easily write it in 2 to 3 points. Each sector you have to talk about. Solar, you write. So while the second line that you have written, exports of pharmaceuticals, metals, solar have declined during the period. Rather than writing those, you could have paragraphed it saying that in exports, solar panels dropped massive 16.8% to 206 million. Then labor intensive sectors dropped 33% to 4.8 billion. After that,
Yes, sir. Actually, my
industrial.
thought process was to give what are the sectors impacted and then dissect each and every sector.
So you have written it perfectly right. I was saying just realign those.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure.
And when you say, see what happened, now you have said that exports have declined, pharmaceutical export declined. So my question will come now intuitively. How much decline? Decline means how much? So better
Sir,
me asking you the question, you mentioned in the start, export decline. So you can start with solar panel. Directly you can start with solar panel because that was the major impacted one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is what you can. So just realign your statement, nothing else. It is written perfectly fine. Achha, but now, see, Satiran, what is the problem? Here you have not mentioned any specific stocks.
Yes, sir.
Now, at the end, we have to talk about a stock. Now, this is also good. I'm not saying this is the bad news. This is also good news. But our focus should be on finding stocks. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
At the end of your article, it should be stock-specific news.
Yes, sir. Sir, in case of this stock-specific news, should I include the stocks which are covered in our sectors? Like mainly, we are covering tourism and auto and FMCG. So, should we focus on these sectors or other stocks?
Yeah, focus should be on this. Or if you get any other stock which you understand the pricing of the company, product and pricing, then okay with it. Okay. or product that you use. I will ask you, Sathiran, why you took this stock. Do you know the product? Do you use the product? Have you seen people using it? Then fine. B2C. Don't take B2B products. B2B companies. Difficult to analyze. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, last question from Praful. Anyone? I want to end at 12 exactly. Anyone wants to ask, please raise your hand.
Sir, I have question about Saturday's class.
Yeah, okay. Let Praful answer then. Please raise your hand, guys, because I can, then manage the time accordingly. Yeah, Praful.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So I have a news basically on the FMCG sector. You have already mentioned that the FMCG sector projected the few financial growth statements in the news article. So first was regarding to the revenue. Revenue will increase by 1.7% year on year, INR 572 billion in quarter second financial year 26 because of the GST related disruption and weak rural demand. So this is not a huge growth for the quarter two they have expected. So sir, if we talk about the future growth, improving consumption trend, might we get any positive numbers on the field? Apart from it, EBITDA growth will decline by 0.6% year on year, INR 116 billion in quarter two, financial year 26. So it's basically because of the input cost pressure and uneven monsoon. We have witnessed that monsoon have impacted badly the FMCG sector in the financial year 26. And apart from it, furthermore, net profit will increase 1.1% year on year, INR 105 billion in quarter two financial 26. So this is because of the cost control and selective price hikes in the FMCG sectors, projected strongly profitability and because of the rural recovery and premiumization of the product. So as you mentioned, sir, in the class, TCPL is the rethinking on their margins. So TCPL and could we improve in the future if we take in the FMCG sectors? So my views, these all my views upon the FMCG sector right now.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine, Praful.
Mm.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Gunjan? You can leave and thumbs up. Guys, others can leave if they don't have any doubts or can stay. Yeah, Kunjal.
Hello.
Yeah, Kunjal.
Yes, sir. So I was making revenue breakup for Britannia.
हम्म
तो उसके वेबसाइट पे अलग अलग प्रोडक्ट्स है,
हम्म
मतलब जैसे कि बिस्किट्स डेयरी में वगैरह.
Correct.
तो उसके हिसाब से ही अपन को ये करना है ना, क्योंकि उसके ये इन्वेस्टर्स पीडीएफ में वगैरह उतना, जैसे कि लास्ट कल अपन ने टीसीपीएल का जो किया था उसमें उतना नहीं है.
नहीं है. करेक्ट. It is not there in
TCPL
Britannia.
हाँ, ब्रिटानिया में नहीं है. तो अभी एक ही ऑप्शन बचता है करके मेरे को इससे करने का है, क्या बोलते हैं, एनुअल रिपोर्ट से.
Annual report. Yes.
हाँ,
Whatever
तो
breakup they have given.
ओके. सो नाउ वी कैन, जो उनके कैटेगरीज है उनके हिसाब से मैं ब्रेक डाउन कर सकती हूँ, वैसे ही करना पड़ेगा ना सर?
Correct.
और अगर मेरे को क्वार्टर वाइज करना है तो क्वार्टर वाइज का कहाँ से लूँ डेटा?
Quarter wise, quarterly report or PPT. If it is not there, so difficult to find.
पीपीटी
On-
पीपीटी में तो नहीं है. क्वार्टरली रिपोर्ट आई हैव नॉट गॉन थ्रू, बट पीपीटी में तो नहीं है.
So probably see in the quarterly reports. If नहीं होगा, तो it is difficult. Usually do. So what you do is, approximate if you get an annual numbers. Annually if the Britannia is having 50% from biscuits, so you can take quarterly also. Assuming the quarterly might be 50%. That's all assumptions then.
ओके.
Okay.
तो फुल वो जो क्वार्टर में वाइज जो अपन ने मतलब टीसीपीएल का जो 4 क्वार्टर किया, तो इट विल बी फुल अजम्पशन वाइज फॉर ब्रिटानिया,
हाँ.
राइट?
Yes.
Okay, sir. I'll read quarterly reports one, then I can see whether
Quarterly and conference calls also they sometimes give. If not, then quarterly. Also given
okay.
if you get probably, but usually see annual report may you get it. If it's not there, Britannia, I don't think Britannia is also there in quarterly as well. I'm not sure whether it's there in the quarter.
Annual reports I found in management commentary. I found the breakdown for the product wise or segment wise breakup. But the quarterly presentation, I did not get anything data specific.
1 second, let me see over here. No, it is not there in quarter as well. Okay, sales of good, let's say 1 second. I know the experts. No, it will be assumption then now. Whatever the assumption is there for the full year, you take an assumption. 50% तो approximate अगर let's say 50% तो इसका जो its revenue is around 4 to 1 billion, 4 to 1 crore. So approximately 50% might be from that specific segment. Assumption now.
तो अगर मैं ट्रांसक्रिप्ट अगर पढ़ के देखूं तो ट्रांसक्रिप्ट में हो सकता है क्या सर?
Possible.
Possible, right? Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Ashutosh. Sorry, Bobby. Sorry, yeah, Bobby. Go ahead.
Sir, just one doubt. So basically, can you show that news of that Lamborghini? Because the thing is, there are a lot of data points over there. It's just that I'm unable to understand as to what I can do with this. Meaning, like, the forecast looks very good. Like, I just don't know what can I make out of this. All this, like 611 number of branded now from 169. Then afterwards, the pricing is 14 crores and 25 crores in the residences. So it's just that it's too much information. And also, why did we select this news? Like here, there is no company name like as to which is listed. I can see 4 seasons and everything, but it's just that I have these questions.
Yeah, so this news was basically on the industry part. Here, we don't have to talk anything about the Lamborghini because obviously it is not listed. What are we talking about is, let's say, if we are tracking a luxury segment, okay, a hotel, or probably, a real estate sector. So we have got a data points here saying that the luxury segment has increased from 169 in 2011 to 611. 611. So if you talk about the growth in the last 14 years, okay, 11 to 25, last 14 years, luxury. And what is luxury apartment? Luxury apartment means in the range of 14 to 20 crores. That is what they're talking about. That is growing at a FT pace. What is expected? 1,000 new projects are expected by 2030. It is not only of Lamborghini, it is entire the industry. Because this Knight Frank is, yesterday we were talking about Nelson. That Nelson for FMCG, Knight Frank is for your real estate sector. 160 numbers of product across 600. So this is like 611 projects totally. They are not talking number of events. So now we have got also out of 600. And so how many units are expected to be available is 162,000 units, which is in the range of 4 to 5 crores. So this was totally on the industry part. If tomorrow, let's say you go for an interview and you come at why will luxury grow? Because these are the data points. You see what has happened in the last 10 years. Currently, there are 1,000 which are expected. So this is how you talk up. Okay. So there was, you are perfectly right that there was nothing, there's a lot of data about it. This data is for your general knowledge now. If anyone cross you that, I don't feel luxury will grow. So look at the data points. Luxury is growing. Okay.
Got it.
And now a Lamborghini is also coming into India. So obviously, why? See, question is, let's say you are a Lamborghini. Why would you start operation in India? First of all,
I see growth here.
You say, will you open a luxury apartment in Daisar?
No.
No. Why? Why no? You have a lot of money.
The affordability.
Affordability, correct.
Of
So means
like
what?
the people in.
Yeah, you cannot. So obviously, it means that if they are launching in Mumbai or Chennai, the affordability is increasing in those cities. That was a major thing about talking about the luxury segment. So obviously, we have to look at real estate players with having luxury properties. They will grow.
Yes.
Got it. So why is Rolls-Royce planning and planning to sell cars in India? Because they see demand. Will they sell it in Africa? Will they open it in Africa? No. Right?
Because of the rising and millionaires, which
yes, right. As Pinjal was saying, why Chennai? Something say something sort of this must be happening in Chennai as well. But lovely. That day also there was a news about Chennai that ITC is planning to have a hotel in Chennai. Something has happened in Chennai. We don't know, but something is happening. Okay.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, Ashutosh.
Sir, you asked us to make a list of data points in Excel, right, yesterday?
Right. Yes.
So I got a few numbers, but you asked us to get as many data points as we could. So should it be focused only towards revenue, or it could be anything?
Focus towards revenue, because cost, apart from that, it is of no use. Cost is of no use. Because what is the
Okay.
cost for real estate? Specifically
Okay.
in the presentation, focus on revenue. See, because I said 90% of the research will be on revenue. 5%
Perfect.
is on cost, 5% is on valuation.
Okay. All right. And just there's one more question I wanted to ask. So the news that people are presenting, should it be relevant to the sector they are tracking, or like it could be general
No,
news or anything?
news should be around B2C companies, whichever
Okay.
companies you know about it. Now, why we do this? See, because in the interview, if you today go and talk about like a luxury homes, you can at least speak something about it. But now let's say you find something about power sector. Can you even talk about
Okay.
power sector? Do you know which are the players in the power sector? What is the pricing? And here you have specific. See, this is real estate news. Can I say this is a real estate news? And real estate 14 crores means an expensive real estate.
Yeah.
5 crores means a less expensive real estate. So you can differentiate that. In power, what you will differentiate? Now we also discuss who are the people that can buy those companies. Do you know which are the people who buy power? What is their net worth? Here you can easily mention middle class people cannot afford
Okay.
25 crore flat. It's a luxury. As Bobby rightly mentioned, millionaires will buy. So we can
Not
have data about
exactly.
millionaires. So that is why the news is, because this should be part of interview. Let's say I am
Yeah.
your manager today. I have not read the news. Okay, you have come and talk about it, and be ready for follow-up questions. Okay, something
Okay.
like that. Okay. So what happened?
So I can take a B2C company, like any B2C company, as long as I understand the business and how they are generating
Yes.
money, the product and
Yes.
pricing. Okay.
Product and the pricing. Yes.
Perfect.
Focus on those
Thank you,
things.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we pick realty sector for our research?
We have done the realty and hotel I'm taking. So hotel is realty. What is the problem is that realty, it is directly sales, right? So you make a plan when the company is expanding, but it will take time for him to sell the entire building. So the revenue gets split into different sectors. You can track it, but don't take it as your primary sector. Take it as a secondary sector. It becomes difficult to make a model on real estate.
Okay, sir.
It becomes difficult. And you have to know, let's say there's a capex of 5,000 crores. So there is no asset turnover over there directly. It depends on the price, depend on the location. You need to know, understand where is it located. Because see, Oberoi making a property in Mumbai and Oberoi making a property in Indore, there is a lot of difference. Both are making 150 flats, but there is hell lot of difference between those pricing. So it becomes very difficult to track those real estate sectors. That is a problem, nothing else.
So,
That
but
is why I
if
avoid it.
the and I mean, real estate market is valued at per square foot rate.
Per square
So
foot rate, correct.
getting the revenue part is pretty easy. Because
Yeah,
in
but you,
Mumbai, I mean, if it is made by top builder, it is around 70,000 per square feet
Hmm.
at the retail level. At the wholesale level, it will reach around something 65,000. And in Indore, we can also get that data. So
it is data.
revenue split can be done very easily.
But
And also
Mumbai,
the
you cannot take
forecasting can be
average.
done very easily. Sorry?
Mumbai, if you are building somewhere in Mira Road, it is like 10, 20,000. But if you build somewhere
So,
in town, it is 70,000. So we
so
know the area, right?
yeah,
Okay.
definitely, sir. I'm well aware about the localities and the rates of real
But that
estate
is
in
because
Mumbai.
we stay in Mumbai. Because we stay in Mumbai. What if we go to other? Do you know about Bangalore? What is the rate? What is the area? Do you know about Chennai? Now, this real estate is happening in Chennai. Can you specify which area it might be? If it was in Mumbai specifically, you would have said, sir, it is probably the town area, somewhere in the town. Here we cannot mention where is it in Chennai because we don't know the job. So it becomes a bit difficult to talk in interviews. Unnecessarily, they will ask questions. The tracking is fine. You can track, you can understand what is happening. But then, being, so we have to be 100% sure that what is my purpose is you should be in that position that you should sell your house and buy that stock. How much convinced are you? Can you convince your parents that we can sell our house and this stock will grow more than a house, and the next 2-3 years we will buy 3 houses? That is the conviction that I want everyone, and that can only come with the products that you use. That conviction cannot come with you saying that, sir, you see, now you don't know about my business. You'll say, sir, will grow because industry is growing. Simply not. You don't know what is the competition in the market. You don't know what exactly I'm doing. Say my majority of the income is coming from mutual funds or stocks. Do you know what I'm doing? There's one portion you just know that I'm teaching. Then it becomes difficult, to convince someone. Even it becomes difficult for me to convince someone that I'm investing in stock and that stock will go up. You should be in that position. Business. Assuming you are a business owner. Okay. Okay, guys. Let's see you tomorrow. Same time. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.